Hey everyone, welcome to the Wednesday One Thing with myself, Hamza, and with me is Maury. How's it going, Maury?
Oh man, I'm doing great. It's been a crazy week for e-commerce.
Yep, absolutely has been. And we're here to recap a story from the past week within the world of e-commerce, specifically on Monday. So we'll be diving into something from Retail Dive, um, covering PayPal's announcement on Monday via press release that PayPal is now offering short-term installments for US users. So short-term installment plans for US consumers online. As part of its new Pay in 4 service, great name, merchants can provide customers with the option of paying for purchases in 4 interest-free installments without extra fees. So customers will be able to pay down purchases between 30 and 600 bucks over 4 to 6 weeks and manage their payments with their PayPal wallet within the company's app. Most importantly, as part of the program, merchants and partners will receive funds upfront on installment purchases and won't have to pay an additional fee to offer the service to their customers. Pretty big news. Pretty much in keeping with what so many different payment processors and fintech companies have done over the past 4 to 5 months within the e-commerce world. And Maury, I know you can speak to that, and would just love to get some of your thoughts on this development.
Yeah, I think the reason why we went with this as the Wednesday one thing was that this type of payment processing has become ubiquitous with e-commerce. So anyone who else has been keeping up with the payment space here would know that Shopify has a partnership with Affirm. Klarna has doubled down on this. One of the bigger ones, Afterpay. These companies really understand what will drive buying behavior, and it's offering this form of consumer credit. And the space is just heating up. Lots of partnerships are going down in this space. I think the article also noted that company Split It integrated with Mastercard and Stripe Connect.
Mhm.
It's really a big play here in helping merchants get their customers through the door and to make purchases. I've always, while this is a really cool technology and really benefits merchants in helping them accelerate their sales, I've always had the opinion that it can be sometimes a little bit dangerous for people who just see the fact that they can delay their payments, and then they'll just buy more without realizing that eventually they will have to pay for it, even though they're getting this sort of interest-free loan from PayPal or Klarna. But I think if everyone is a rational consumer and you know exactly how much money you have and how much you can actually spend, then this is just a beautiful way to make a purchase and delay some of that spending. I think a really great example is my brother actually bought a mattress, and instead of having to pay the full thing up front, he was able to divide it over 4 payments, which is just fantastic.
Yeah, I think what it really does is it reduces the cost for the consumer to be active in the e-commerce space. There's no, it's no surprise that all these things are coming in just in time for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and the busiest time of the year for e-commerce founders. And I think PayPal's move is extra significant, not just because of obviously the 0% interest, the fact that merchants get the fee up front, but also because PayPal's competitors have to acknowledge that PayPal has a sizable market share, and so any move made by PayPal specifically, with something like 350 million active merchants and consumer accounts in the world, will create a very big ripple in within the industry. So, like, of course, you mentioned Klarna, you mentioned Affirm, Shopify's partnership with Affirm this year, I think in June, also very significant. So PayPal doing it is just another step, sort of affirming, pun intended, that this is a very important tool in any e-commerce merchant's arsenal coming into Black Friday, because it reduces the cost for the consumer, reduces the, I guess, the friction or the hesitation that consumers have towards spending. You can look at those great Black Friday deals and also have the sort of the insurance in the back of your mind that, hey, not only is this a good deal, but I could also split out the payments over the next 5 to 6 weeks and save more money that way as well.
Yeah, the last thing I'd want to just comment on with this PayPal deal and why I think it's actually very significant is because of PayPal's ownership of Venmo. So right now, this exists for e-commerce companies, but if you can imagine anyone who's using Venmo, if this is a very good solution for e-commerce companies who are using PayPal, then what would happen if they rolled this out to Venmo, which again is probably the most popular consumer cash to cash transferring system. So I think that's the next thing I'd like to see from PayPal, and seeing how they roll it out to their consumers actually.
Absolutely, absolutely agree. I think PayPal's strength is that while this service may not come with an additional fee, so on the surface of it, it might feel like a sort of just an add-on to what PayPal offers overall. I think it makes the PayPal product so strong for merchants everywhere that having PayPal as one of your listed payment processors just becomes a must-have when PayPal comes up with inventive ways around payment processing or processing like these. So super cool development, I think, and something that's going to be very significant over the coming weeks.
Yeah, let me know if you make any PayPal purchases. I guess if you're in the States, let us know if you've tested it out, and definitely follow up with us.
Yeah, can't wait till it launches in Canada as well, so we can give it a bit of a spin and see how customer friendly and cost reducing this is for everybody I know who's dying to splurge a little bit in the coming months after saving up for the past several. So well, that's our time today, Maury. Thanks for as ever for your time, and looking forward to reconnecting in the coming week. This is the Wednesday One Thing. Cheers.